please don't do this. I promise I won't say anything. Please just let me go. Please.
All right, so tell me about what your dating history is like.
Honestly, Em, it's just a silly rumor.
Parent-teacher conferences are going on. What if one of my teachers tells my dad they heard I'm knocked up? You know how strict he is. He won't let me out of the house until graduation.
I mean, you can always be on a stick and prove it's a rumor.
You are so not going to be my fake baby's godmother.
Okay, look, no one's gonna tell your dad. Teachers, they don't pay attention to gossip. At least that's what my mom's always saying. And besides, we only have 4 months left until graduation. Then we'll be free of Carolyn Carter and her minions.
And what if college is full of people like Caroline Carter?
Don't worry. I have it on good authority that once everyone gets there, they'll feel small and insignificant.
That's supposed to encourage me.
Hey, Mom.
Oh, my darling daughter. What brings you by?
I'm just getting a ride home with Emma, since you've got conferences this afternoon.
Okay. Oh, listen, I was thinking of grabbing Chinese on the way home. Any requests?
Yes. Curry chicken, kung pao beef, lots of lo mein, pot stickers, egg rolls, and wontons.
Is that it?
Well, whatever else you want.
I don't know how you can eat like a 300-pound linebacker and still weigh 2 pounds.
Your jeans.
No. That gift was your father's, for sure. Hey, speaking Emily on the rumor radar.
Yeah, well, she's the latest victim of living hell.
What is that, some kind of game?
No, it's just some website Carolyn Carter and her friends made to torment whoever annoys them.
That sounds terrible.
Guess they made it over the summer when Glenn Williams dumped Rachel Yates.
Didn't realize they'd broken up.
Yep, he cheated on her, and this is their way of thrashing him.
How did you see this?
I haven't. Lindsay Kilgore told me about it. And how Emma's their latest victim.
What on earth did sweet little Emma do to get on Carolyn's bad side?
Well, Emma was tutoring Jack in French class.
Carolyn's boyfriend?
Yep. And he fell in love with Emma and dumped Carolyn.
Really? Okay. Jack and Carolyn have been the couple of the school for a long time.
I know. Since like the beginning of sophomore year, which is like decades in old people relationship time.
Must have been a tough blow. And while I feel bad for Carolyn, this website is something I can't ignore as a teacher.
No, you speak mean, girl.
I speak mother. Actually, I think I have a parent conference with Paula Carter tomorrow afternoon. I'll speak to her. Hopefully she can convince Carolyn to take this website down before I have to speak to Principal Duggar about it.
Good luck with that.
Listen, I have a parent conference with Daniel Todd's parents in a minute. This isn't gonna be pretty.
Got it. I'm out.
Oh, hey, I want to hear more about this website later. what would feed a village for days should fill you up for a few hours.
What's this?
I would say it's a letter to me, but since it's opened, I know it can't be.
It's an approval from the bank for a new mortgage.
Sophie Ann Ellis, you had no business opening my mail.
You just paid off your mortgage. We celebrated. You said you were finally free.
What can I say? I miss writing the check every month.
I told you I was gonna get student loans.
And I told you over my dead body, am I letting you graduate under a mountain of debt?
But I can't let you do this.
First of all, young lady, I can do whatever I want. I'm the mom. I've earned it. If I want to take all my money, go to Vegas, blow it on Red 29, I will. And if I want to spend it on the education of my one and only daughter, I will do that too. Your future is worth 1,000 mortgages to me, so drop any wild ideas you have about me not putting you through college and eat your MSG. Drop out before you graduate, and I'm going to expect a full refund.
Yeah, I've got to go, Kevin. Yeah, we'll discuss it later. Grace, I am so sorry.
No problem, Paula. Glad you can make it.
Oh, okay, this has been the longest week of my life.
At least it's almost over.
Oh, yeah.
Will Mr. Carter be joining us?
Oh, which has not helped anything.
I'm sure. Might actually explain something.
About what?
Well, Carolyn has been doing exceptionally well in my class as usual.
Well, she loves history, and she's always loved you, so there's that.
Well, she's one of my best students. But I've heard about a website that Carolyn and her friends have that fosters bullying.
I wish I could say I was surprised. Honestly, Grace, Carolyn's been acting out so much with Brian gone.
I'm sure she misses her dad.
And he would know what to do. I mean, I love Carolyn more than anything. But her father... Let's just say she's always been Daddy's little girl. And, you know, Brian has this tendency to spoil her. And I tell him it is not healthy for her to get everything she wants all the time, but... I mean, she's just had him wrapped around her finger since the day she was born.
Must make his absence that much harder. And I'm sure that breakup with Jack didn't help.
You have no idea how heartbroken she is, Grace.
I'm sure. Unfortunately, the website is currently targeting Emma Austin.
Oh, I see.
And while I feel terrible that Carolyn got hurt, making someone else miserable isn't the answer.
Of course not. Can I see this site?
I honestly don't know how to access it, but I heard about it from a reliable source.
Sophie. Okay.
Yes, and together. I'd hate to see friction arise because of a rift between Carolyn and Emma.
I wouldn't want that either. It's just so difficult with Brian being overseas. The time difference makes it so hard to connect. It's Carolyn's senior year. He's missing so much. I'm sorry. Like I said, it's been a long week.
I've been there, believe me.
Oh, thank you. I'll talk to Carolyn. We certainly didn't raise her to bully people.
Thanks, Paula. I appreciate it.
Any mother just wants what's best for their child.
Couldn't agree more.
Ah, Sophie, good. You made it.
Certainly, Principal Duggar. Is something wrong?
Oh, no. I've asked you and Carol to be here to give you the good news. The school board announced the winner of the Wilson Award.
Well, this is such an honor.
Congratulations, Sophie. You are this year's recipient and the winner of the $250,000 scholarship.
No, this must be a mistake. That award is mine.
I don't know what to say.
I do. This is ridiculous. How did I not win?
Oh, well, now that's good news, Carolyn. He did win.
$5,000. Are you kidding? Is this some kind of joke?
Well, it's a very tight contest, I promise you. Both of you ladies have been wonderful representatives of Morgan Academy. From your stellar performance in the classroom to the many hours of volunteer work and giving back to the communities.
How did I get second place? This is rigged. Her mother works for the school. She must have influenced the vote.
Now, I understand your disappointment, Miss Carter, but you shall not besmirch the good name of this school nor its faculty. Sophie's mother was not given a vote, and the very insinuation of impropriety is beneath both you and this institution.
This isn't over.
Okay. Honey, what's wrong?
I didn't get the Wilson Award.
That's impossible. Doug Albert told me you had it in the bag.
That's the good news. I got second place.
How, honey?
I lost to Sophie Ellis. I'm sure her mom got all her teacher pals to vote for her instead of me.
Wait a minute. This doesn't have anything to do with that website I mentioned, does it?
No, I told you, I don't know what she's talking about.
Well, I didn't think so.
This isn't over. I'm getting that award back.
This. No, I can speak to Principal Duggar.
He can't do anything. I wish Daddy were here. He would know what to do. He would know how to fix this.
Great. We're already 10 minutes behind schedule. I don't know why I continue to volunteer to supervise this thing year after year.
Because you love it and you know it.
I do. I'm actually ashamed to admit how much I look forward to this stupid talent show.
And you say I need to get a life.
You do. That is still a fact. And once Sophie is out of the house, I'm gonna come drag you out of that cave of yours and you're gonna meet someone.
I already found the love of my life. How do you replace that?
Girl, I'm not talking about getting hitched. I'm talking about meeting some hot Hugh Jackman type for coffee or something.
Oh, I hear Hugh is pretty happily married.
Well, he's not likely to frequent the kind of establishments I'm gonna take you to either.
No. I let you talk me into going to that strip club because I had just seen Magic Mike and was writing a Channing Tatum humming. I will not be doing that again.
Ew. Party pooper.
Excuse me, Miss Warner. My ride is here. Can I go on next?
I'm sorry, honey. Final dresser.
I just get a ride home from Tara.
I get the feeling that girl never hears the word no.
I don't think you're wrong.
Okay. Break a leg.
Sorry. Wish you would just take your anger out of me.
Ew, Jack. He's so ugly. Bye, Jack. Having regrets?
You know I'm not. Especially now that she's shown her true colors.
Can't worry about her now. We're up.
You got this.
Are you okay?
Don't move her. Don't move her.
Hello, this is Grace Ellis at Morgan Academy. We need an ambulance at the auditorium. Student was struck by lighting equipment. Yes, okay. Stay on the line with the operator.
Okay.
She's breathing, but unconscious. How could this have happened?
Rats.
Rats?
Place is full of them. And they like nothing better than chewing through wire. I gotta replace a bunch of it every year.
It's not your fault. Like you said, this place is old. These things happen. They just normally don't happen this close to home.
Hey there, Soph. Busy weekend?
Pretty much just spending at the hospital with Emma. You're gonna get it. I'm not interested. Not now, not ever.
Yeah, whatever. Not like I wanted the quarterback's sloppy seconds anyway.
Lindsay, don't sneak up on me like that.
Is it true?
No, Emma isn't pregnant.
Not that. Is it true about you and Jack?
Is what true about me and Jack?
That you and Jack spent the weekend together?
Oh, yeah. With Emma, in the hospital.
So you didn't go to Creamy Cones with him?
Yeah, we did, for Emma. We got a bunch of ice cream, brought it back to the hospital, to Emma.
According to Tara McDonough, you two were pretty cozy.
Please, Jack and I barely know each other.
I'm just telling you what I heard, in case it gets back to Emma.
She knows. She's the one who told us to go together, to get to know each other.
I guess that makes sense.
And besides, consider your source. Tara is Carolyn's best friend. She would say anything. I would never do that to Emma.
That's what I thought. It'd be pretty messed up.
Yeah, it would be. That's why I didn't do it. Ask Jack.
He's not here today.
Figures. Whatever. I know it's not true. Emma knows it's not true, and really that's all I care about. It's not true!
Awfully cozy with Mr. Brennan the other day.
Ooh, I like it.
She's such a goody two-shoes.
That doesn't mean she wouldn't cozy up with Mr. B.
Seriously? Who wouldn't?
Okay, but it's gonna take more than that to get the Wilson back.
Obviously had her mom talk her up to all of her teacher friends. Maybe Sophie did more than talk.
What about her dad?
He's dead. How does that help?
Well, I mean, cancer. He didn't seem unhealthy to me.
Okay, even I don't think Sophie would kill her own father.
That's not what I'm saying. What if her dad decided that he couldn't handle being her dad anymore?
Suicide? Okay, I like it. Well, it's a start.
Don't worry, Care. We're gonna make sure that Sophie Ellis regrets she ever got that award.
Knock, knock.
Tom, come on in.
It won't take long. I know how much I enjoy my free periods.
You're fine. We're in the middle of a rousing argument about how Van Gogh is the father of the selfie movement.
Well, he did love to paint himself.
That's the thesis. So what can I help you with?
An article about composting. I thought you'd like it.
Wow, Tom, I'm flattered you thought of me when you were reading about trash.
Not trash. Healthy stuff. I remember you saying that you kill everything you put in a garden. And now with planting season upon us, there's nothing a garden loves more than a little fresh compost. To play them Vivaldi, and the flowers, they love him. They are huge fans.
And you know this because they throw their petals on stage?
I know this because they sway.
Sway? You're sure that's not a backyard breeze?
No. They're jamming out. Anyway, look, you don't need a lot of healthy stuff. Some eggshells, some coffee grounds, any leftover food,
leftovers. Sophie eats as much as 3 teenage boys. But I have plenty of coffee grounds, eggs, a few moldy cucumbers in my bottom drawer that I'm too scared to look at.
Oof, you're worse off than I thought. Maybe I should come over and assess the situation in person.
Why, Mr. Everett? Is that your subtle way of inviting yourself into my home?
Of course not, Mrs. Ellis. I'm merely trying to help the helpless. The plants are the helpless ones, not you. I hope. Again, for the sake of the plants.
Well, I'm free Friday night. And I'm sure Sophie will spend the night at Emma's. Dinner at 6?
Only if you let me make it.
I can live with that deal.
Friday night?
I'm getting that award back.
It never belonged to you, Carolyn.
It was mine. I deserved it.
So did I.
For a second, you know anything about my happiness. You're only at this school because your mom's a teacher and you get a free ride as a perk.
It doesn't matter how I got here. I earned everything I have after, including the Wilson.
Mr. Hill, thank you so much.
Thanks.
Mom? What are you doing here?
Oh, Mr. Hill has his period freeze. I had to reschedule my conference. Oh my gosh, you're doing so well, I hear, huh?
Second only to one person.
Hey, I believe in you.
We're starting our experiment tomorrow.
Maybe she'll blow herself up.
Don't you dare say something like that.
Like, I'm serious. Besides, I sit right behind her. I wouldn't want to go up in flames with her.
Ugh, my tan's fading. Spend the afternoon by your pool, Caro.
It's like 30 degrees outside.
Okay, so we'll jump in the hot tub.
Backyard, it's a disaster.
Again? Didn't you just put in new gardens?
Yeah, she's getting a grotto, whatever that is. She just wants someone else to boss her around since Daddy will be stuck in Japan for another month.
I heard that new salon on 3rd lets you stay in the tanning bed for however long you want.
My cousin goes there. They give champagne to everyone. They don't even bother carding.
Okay, I'm free this afternoon. One of you will have to drive though. My Jag's in the shop.
I thought I saw it getting towed the other day.
Yeah, the engine just won't start. As soon as Daddy gets back, I'm demanding a new car. I can't live like this. I mean, it could be worse. I could be the half-orphan charity case child of a civil servant who doesn't even have their own car.
Good afternoon, class. Let's get started. You should have your ingredients and your instructions. Be careful measuring. Exact and precise, please. You may begin when ready.
Step 1. 4 milliliters of compound A. Next, add 2 milliliters of compound B.
Quick, let's get into the nurse's office.
least the doctor said there shouldn't be any scarring.
Whatever.
How could Mr. Hill have let something like this happen?
I was pouring the ingredients. I screwed up somewhere.
Why don't you take the next few days off from school and get some rest?
I can't. I have a test on Thursday, and Mr. Barnes is doing review tomorrow.
I'm sure he'll understand to give you a few extra days.
It's fine.
Hey, you gonna tell me what's bugging you?
I don't want to talk about it.
You should. It'll make you feel better. And if I need to speak to someone's parents, I will.
Why? So my mommy can fight my battles for me? How pathetic is that?
I'm not trying to fight your battles for you, but we can figure out a solution together.
Some things just can't be fixed.
Did you hear about Sophie Ellis and Mr. Brennan hooking up in the teacher's lounge?
Dude, I believe it. Sure, but yeah, I totally hit that.
Hot?
Dude, so freaking hot. Then she got all clingy and desperate after.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. After I dumped her, she kept texting me pics trying to win me back, but believe me, no amount of redonk bod is that kind of crazy.
Amen, my brother. Still, maybe I ought to hop in line and see what all the fuss is about.
That's what I'm saying.
Tyler, Christopher, do you boys need a visit to Principal Duggar's office to remember how we speak about our peers at this school?
No, Miss Ellis. We know. Come on, let's go.
Hey. I'm sorry you've been having such a crappy week.
Doesn't help that you aren't there. When are you coming back?
The doctors cleared me to return on Friday. Friday, yeah.
Great. So I just have to suffer through tomorrow.
I don't see how you think my presence is going to help. Last time I checked, Carolyn was still pretty pissed at me.
Misery loves company.
And Carolyn loves misery. Doling it out anyway.
I mean, can you imagine actually hooking up with Mr. Brennan?
I think a lot of girls have. He's pretty hot.
And old. He's like 30.
Brad Pitt's like 100 and he's still hot.
He's Brad Pitt. This is just creepy.
It's just silly rumors, remember?
Well, you can prove you're not pregnant. I can't prove that I didn't hook up with Mr. Brennan. Or Jack.
I know you weren't with Jack. You don't even have to worry about that.
If I didn't have that linguistics test tomorrow, I'd totally bail on school.
Ignoring your problems isn't going to make them go away.
Ugh, you sound just like my mom.
I'm serious, Sophie. Thankful you're not in his position.
Now I just get to lose my good name and reputation.
Oh, what's that worth now anyways?
Hey, it's almost 11. Where are you going?
Out.
Out to where?
Out with Tara.
It's a little late on a school night to be socializing.
We're studying.
Why can't you do that here?
God, enough of the third degree already. Daddy would let me go out without such a fuss.
Well, Daddy's not here. I am. I don't want you going out this late.
Tara's waiting.
Get back here. Carolyn? Carolyn? Carolyn!
Subtle. I like it.
I don't know, guys. Maybe we went too far. There's no such thing as going too far. Not until I get that award.
All right, everybody, let's go. Let's go. Everyone has a class to get to, right? Let's go. Let's go. Cell phone away and down. Thank you. Let's go. Let's go. Are you okay? Yeah. Ready to go inside? Let's go, all right? Let's go. I'm telling you, sir, this girl has to be stopped.
Grace, you don't have any proof that Carolyn Carter is responsible for this graffiti.
Carolyn has been tormenting Sophie since she won the Wilson Award last week.
Well, I will admit she was very disappointed to have lost, but I don't know that we can draw any conclusions regarding her hand in this.
It has to be her. Sophie has no enemies.
Well, I met with Mr. Vincent this morning. We went over the security footage. Nothing was caught on camera.
It isn't just the vandalism.
Really? What else is there?
Carolyn and her friends have a website that targets anyone who makes them angry.
Can I see it?
It's a private website. You need a username and password to access it.
Well, it sounds quite complicated, actually.
Not to these kids. They code in their sleep. Creating a website is easy.
Well, if this is all anonymous, how can you be sure that Miss Carter's responsible?
You know, kids talk, Bill. Word gets around.
Well, I'll talk to her, Grace, but without seeing this site for myself, my hands are fairly well tied. I'll try.
I hope so. Because Carolyn Carter is a very angry young woman who is making Sophie's life miserable.
Hey, Soph. My parents are out of town for the weekend. Why don't you come on over?
Seriously? How many times do you have to hear the word no?
What the hell? You'll get with everyone but me?
I'm not getting with anyone, Tyler.
Yeah, not what I hear.
I don't care what you hear. Get it through your head. You and me are never gonna happen.
You're making a big mistake, Sophie.
Somehow I doubt that.
Big mistake.
Oh, Carolyn, please have a seat.
Is something wrong, sir?
Perhaps. I heard some rumors regarding yourself and bullying website.
I don't believe in bullying, sir. I assume Sophie Ellis told you about this?
My source is irrelevant.
Well, I'll be honest, Principal Duggar. I wasn't happy about losing the Wilson to Sophie, but I am over it.
Is that so?
Well, I can't do anything about it now, can I, sir?
No, I suppose not.
Out of curiosity, this website, did Sophie... I'm sorry, did your source show it to you?
No. Unfortunately, I've hit a dead end and low-key allegation brought against any student or teacher. But I do intend to continue looking into this matter, and the responsible party will be suspended.
Oh, I assume so, sir, and I assure you, it will not be me.
Hey, Soph.
Hey, Lindsay.
I didn't see you in Spanish class today.
I didn't feel well.
Look, Sophie, there's something that I have to show you.
This is sick.
Carolyn really isn't going to be happy until you give up that award.
That isn't gonna happen. I need that scholarship money. How'd you get on this?
Mindy Gordano, she got an evite from Carolyn with a username and password, and she just had to show me. She forgot to log off, so I thought I'd check it out. It's pretty awful stuff.
I should take this to Principal Duggar.
That won't help. All of the comments are posted by anonymous users. You certainly couldn't prove that Carolyn was behind it.
This is ridiculous. Carolyn's crazy rich. Why did she care so much about this stupid award?
Bragging rights? Carolyn's been telling people she's gonna win this award for years.
Well, she didn't. I did. She needs to get over herself.
People like Carolyn Carter are used to getting what they want.
She can't have this. I'm not gonna let my mom take out a new mortgage on her house.
Then I guess you may have to suffer a little bit more.
Hello? I'm here. Hello? Hello? If you don't come out, I'm bailing.
Oh, Sophie, you scared me.
Scared you? Are you kidding?
That made you change your mind.
Change my mind about what?
About us.
I haven't. I'm only here for the proof you have.
Proof I have? Of what?
About Carolyn?
What about her? Look, are we gonna hook up or not?
No, Tyler, definitely not. What on earth makes you think I'm here to hook up with you?
You left me that hot note? Yeah, not cool to get a guy all worked up and then blow him off like that.
I didn't leave you any hot note, Tyler. I said you have proof that Carolyn's behind the Living Hell website.
The Living Hell? Look, I don't even know what that is.
You've been played. We both have. Just don't know why. I know. What time is it? Great, I'm late.
Hey, where are you? Hey, no one likes a tease, Sophie.
I'm sorry, I'm late.
And I'm sorry, Miss Ellis, but the class has already begun the test.
I can explain.
Miss Ellis, you know the rule. Once the exam begins, no one in, no one out. It's a steadfast rule that applies in all cases, for all cases.
I had an emergency.
Then you have a doctor's note.
No, it wasn't.
Rule. You chose to ignore it, and now you must pay the price.
Mr. Burns, please, if you just let me explain,
I'm not interested in excuses. Actions have consequences, young lady. I suggest you remember that for the future. The library, Miss Ellis. Now.
I don't know about you, but I am so glad tomorrow is Friday.
Definitely.
Are you okay? You look a little tired.
I'm not sleeping very well.
Must be running in the family.
I don't know what to do when. I hate not being able to help Sophie.
Are things getting out of hand?
I know all this bullying is stemming from a website that I can't seem to find and no one seems to know about.
Yeah, it's easy to get lost on the internet.
Especially when everything's anonymous. And Duggar called Carolyn into his office to question her, but of course she denied knowing what he was talking about.
It's probably not easy to find an anonymous site either.
Like trying to find a unicorn.
Hang in there. Sophie will get through this.
I tell myself that. But it kills me to see the flat look in her eyes. She's lost her sparkle. I miss it.
Yeah. Being a teenager is hard. But Sophie's always been a happy kid.
Exactly. I'm So scared thinking about the harm that she could cause herself out of desperation. It's exhausting.
Yeah, most of being a mom is, from what I've seen. But come on. You couldn't possibly think Sophie would ever hurt herself?
I'm not sure how much more Sophie can take. Thank you.
If it isn't the infamous Sophie Ellis, whose boyfriend did you steal today?
I'm not trying to steal Jack, Tara.
Believe me, I think you're doing Emma a favor. I mean, she stole him from Carolyn, so it makes sense that someone else steals him from her.
No one is trying to steal anyone. Jack is an almost grown man who can make up his own mind.
Yeah, well, his lack in judgment shows that he really isn't in his right mind.
Bitter much?
Not bitter. Just glad to see that you've finally been called out for this Little Miss Perfect charade you got going on.
Let people talk. I know the truth.
You know, funny thing about the truth, you get enough people thinking something's real, and eventually, it becomes true.
Hey, I have a headache and don't feel like cooking. Pizza okay?
Whatever. I'm not hungry. Just gonna go for a run and crash early. I'll be back.
Hey, careful. It's gonna get dark soon.
That was fast.
What happened?
This crazy car almost hit me.
Okay, we should call the police.
No, it didn't actually hit me. It was going so fast, I didn't even see it.
Let's get the first.
Hey, babe, dinner's ready. We'll be down in a minute.
Are you studying for a big exam?
Physics tomorrow. Whoever's the highest grade doesn't have to take the final.
Oh, I bet you'll get it.
Unless Sophie Ellis does. She's aced every other test this semester.
Yeah, don't worry about her.
Ooh, I have my conference with Mr. Bruno tomorrow. I could put in a good word for you.
It's not a popularity contest, Mom.
I know. Honey, hey, don't worry about everything. It's gonna be okay.
Nothing is okay, Mom. I wish Daddy were here.
I do too, babe. But hey, you and I, we're just gonna have to make do on our own for now.
This is all your fault. Daddy would know what to do.
You know what, Carolyn? You can just blame me for everything. Your father spoiled you, Carolyn. You don't get everything you want in life.
I do. And Daddy didn't spoil me. He loves me. He would do anything for me.
And so would I.
You can't fix this. Daddy would know what to do. Just tell me what to do, Daddy.
This week is finally over, and Emma's coming back to school today.
Still spending the night at her house tonight?
Yep. She's feeling a lot better, and I see several pepperoni pizzas in our future.
To have the stomach of a teen again. You sure you're okay with Mr. Everett coming over for dinner?
Sure. I mean, it would be weird if I had classes with him this semester, but I don't, so it's cool. Besides, he's super hot for an old dude.
Thanks. Mostly.
Oh, Lindsay, have you seen Emma? I'm staying at her house tonight, but I don't see her car.
Are you kidding? After the picture.
What picture?
It was texted to the entire student body once 7th period ended. Explain this.
That's not me.
Sure looks like you.
Are you kidding me? Are you telling me that people think this is real? Emma thinks this is real?
She must. I can't blame her.
Thanks, Lindsay. You've known me forever. How can you think this is true?
This is pretty hard to dispute, Sophie.
A real friend would believe me.
You have some nerve showing your face here.
Are you kidding me? You can't honestly tell me that you think that picture's real.
I saw it. It looked real.
With Jack? Is that what you really think?
I don't know what to think, Sophie.
You're supposed to think that I'm your best friend, and I would never in a million years do something like this to you.
You know, I really thought that you and Jack being together was just a rumor. But I guess not.
How can you not believe me? Pictures can be faked!
This doesn't look fake to me.
What about the shirt, Emma? Have you ever seen me wear anything like it?
Okay, for all I know, it's new.
Oh, so I went out and bought myself a designer shirt before deciding to hook up with Jack. Sounds like me. And Jack, you can't tell me that he didn't deny this.
Of course he did.
So you're willing to believe Carolyn over the both of us?
What would you do if you were in my position? This isn't the first picture I've gotten of you two.
What?
Nicola Davis sent me a picture of you and Jack at lunch yesterday. You two looked pretty cozy.
He stopped by my table to borrow notes for our English midterm. Are you kidding me? I laugh at one lame joke and that makes us cozy.
It's just all so much, Sophie. I don't know what to believe.
Believe me. I would believe you. I've always had your back. I never thought you wouldn't have mine.
How did you learn how to cook like this?
My mom believed that good food was the answer to all of life's problems.
She's not wrong about that. Especially when paired with a good wine.
Amen to that.
Cooking is hard work. My mom used to spend hours preparing our Sunday night dinners, only to have the family devour everything in less than 10 minutes.
But weren't they a glorious 10 minutes?
I never thought of it like that.
Yep, life is always full of trade-offs. Most people work 50 weeks a year doing a job they hate, just to spend 2 weeks doing something that they love.
Not you.
No. I love teaching. A lot of times you get kids that just need to pass the class, but when you really reach someone...
It's transformative.
Yes.
Soph? Everything okay? Give me a minute, will you?
If you need me to clear out, just say the word.
Oh, don't you dare. I'll be back in a minute. Hey. What's wrong?
I don't want to talk about it.
Did something happen with Emma?
I said I don't want to talk.
Come on, Soph. Don't shut me out. I know how hard this week's been on you.
You have no idea what a nightmare my life has been.
Then tell me. I know that you're miserable. I'm here to help. Don't you see that? I mean, I'm your mom. It kills me to see you in pain.
You wouldn't understand. You're a teacher. You don't see what kids at that school are really like.
I know what you're like. I know how you feel.
You have no idea how I'm feeling.
Did you ever think what this week has been like for me? How it feels to...
What people say.
I know the rumors aren't true. I feel so helpless knowing that you're in pain and there's nothing I can do to stop it. I would give everything to make this entire nightmare end. How you don't see that is beyond me.
It's blended.
Guess I kind of spaced out.
So how was your weekend?
Terrible.
Terrible? I thought you had a hot date with Tom Friday night.
I did. And for 45 glorious minutes, I enjoyed myself immensely.
And then?
And then Sophie came home. Apparently she and Emma had a huge blow up, and then we had a huge blow up and spent the weekend in our respective bedrooms. Tom was nice enough to reschedule. I did get to eat the lobster rolls he made before leaving. I was alone and sobbing, but at least they were delicious.
Emma probably saw the picture. On Friday, someone sent the entire student body a photo of Jack and Sophie kissing.
How did I not hear about this?
It happened right at the end of 7th period. I only know because I made my students show me when I heard them talking about it as they were leaving.
Show me.
Girl, you don't need to see it. You know it's not Sophie.
Show me. This isn't Sophie.
You gotta admit, that looks a lot like her.
No, man, this isn't Sophie. I know every piece of clothing in this girl's closet, and I know for a fact that Sophie doesn't own a silk shirt like this girl's wearing.
It is pretty fancy for Soph.
I believe I've seen Carolyn Carter wearing something similar.
It probably wouldn't be too hard to put Sophie's head on Carolyn's body.
Not with the kind of editing people can do these days. No wonder Sophie was so upset. She must have been devastated that Emma didn't believe her.
It is a pretty convincing photo.
Emma should have known that Sophie would never betray her like that.
Grace, they're best friends. They'll figure it out. Best friends always do.
I hope so, Wen. Sophie's already got so much going on planning for college. And the scholarship means a lot to her.
Yeah, I know. And it's such a shame to have Carolyn tainted with her jealousy.
The way things are going, I'm scared that...
Schedule tomorrow? It's just not my job. It's so annoying.
Did it change? That's so annoying.
Yeah.
Wait. Isn't Sophie in that class?
Well, I think she is.
What if you send her the wrong time? What if you make her like really, really late or really, really early? No, wait, late.
Yes, no. Oh my god, okay.
Wait, are you doing it?
Yeah, I'm doing it. Done.
That ought to throw a wrench in that perfect GPA.
It should.
You guys want a treat?
I'll take one to go. I have to get going.
Thanks, Tara.
I'll pick you up tomorrow.
Homework?
Of a sort.
Hey, you promise you're not involved in that website, right? I mean, because that could really get you into trouble, Carolyn.
Let it go, Mom. I'm not.
I'm concerned, Carolyn. And I overheard some of your conversation with Tara.
So you're spying on me now?
Honey, pranks are one thing. This could get you into trouble.
So she misses one thing.
It sounded pretty important.
Not life or death.
Okay, what if you get in trouble? You really want to get kicked out of school? After everything.
Don't worry about me, Mom. I'll be fine.
Soph, what are you doing here?
The text I got said 3.
No, I'm taking my group at 3 tomorrow.
I can't miss this debate. It counts for half our grade.
It's supposed to go until 5. Maybe you can still make it down there. I'll be happy to give you a ride.
Oh, thanks. I'll just grab my mom's keys.
Honey, I am so sorry this happened. I asked Tara to let everyone know about the changes we had to make.
Yeah. I'm sure she just made a mistake.
Sophie, my goodness, what happened to you?
This lunatic driver in the parking lot almost hit me.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Just sore. I'm sorry I missed my debate time.
Don't worry. Mrs. Warner texted me and told me to be on the lookout for you. I'll speak to the judges, let them know you've been in an accident, and then you'll be good to go tomorrow.
Thanks, Mr. Hill.
There's a bathroom over there. Why don't you go clean up?
I'll give your mom a call as well.
Have a little accident?
What are you doing here? Your group doesn't come until tomorrow.
Just checking out the competition.
What do you want, Tara?
I want you to drop dead.
How badly?
Give up while you still have a chance. The scholarship belongs to Carolyn.
Why do you care?
Because unlike you, I know how to be a good friend.
We both know that picture of me and Jack is fake.
Some of my best work, if I don't say so myself.
Everyone bought it. Including my best friend.
And that's the difference between you and me. I'll do absolutely.
Police think it may have been a distracted driver. There's a couple officers with the director looking at footage from their outside cameras.
I'm sorry, Mom, for everything.
I've forgotten. So you didn't see anything?
It was just a gold car. No one I know. Not Carolyn's car, if that's what you're thinking.
You sure you're okay?
Yeah. I just really want to go home. Can I take her?
Sure. Police have all her information if they need it.
Come on, I'll leave Wendy's car here and come back for it later.
No, I can drive.
No, forget it.
I'm sorry.
Hey, no more apologies. Let's get out of here.
Okay.
What's going on?
I received an anonymous tip from someone who claims you stole the answers to your physics exam.
I aced that test. I didn't need to steal answers.
I find it hard to believe myself, Sophie. But I am obligated to follow through with any allegations of cheating.
You're joking.
I wish I were. I was told the answers are in your locker. After you
told you this is ridiculous.
I have nothing to hide. Search away. You won't find anything.
I told him this was a huge mistake. I saw how hard you studied for this test.
This is very disappointing, Sophie.
I've never seen those before. I don't know how that got in my locker.
Oh, come on, Bill, you can't possibly think that Sophie stole those.
Well, I certainly don't want to.
Why would she cheat and then keep such incriminating evidence?
Honestly, I'm shocked to find them here.
I've taught here 13 years, Bill. You've known Sophie just as long. You know that she's innocent.
My hands are tied here, Grace. This school has a zero-tolerance policy regarding cheating.
I didn't cheat.
And I want to believe that. And I will launch a thorough investigation, Sophie, I promise. Beginning by asking Mr. Bruno how someone would acquire these answers.
I swear, I don't know how that got in my locker.
Well, unfortunately, without disproving how they got there, I'm obligated to follow protocol. I'm very sorry, Sophie, but I'll have to suspend you till further investigation.
This isn't fair!
Hopefully, this will all just be a simple misunderstanding. I would hate to see you lose the Wilson Award.
I'm innocent. I'm being set up. I'm innocent.
I'll prove it. Sophie.
We better continue this conversation in my office.
Hey, Soph, you have a minute?
Have you seen Carolyn?
No, but Soph, I'm so sorry. I've been a jerk.
A little bit.
I know that you weren't with Jack.
Duh.
Just, Jack's the first real boyfriend that I've ever had, and I just got crazy for a minute. Can you ever forgive me?
I suppose. Carolyn hasn't made anyone's life easy.
Why are you looking for her anyway?
I'm gonna make her admit that she's the one who planted those test answers.
You think she's just going to confess?
No. But maybe I can talk to her mom. I have to try something. I could lose the Wilson scholarship.
She lives over on Elm. Come on, I've got to take my little brother to soccer practice, but I'll drop you off first. Good luck.
Thanks. I'll see ya.
Sellers? Tara, look, I'll be blunt. I know that Carolyn is setting Sophie up. I don't know why.
You don't have any proof.
Why, Tara? I mean, this isn't just about bragging rights. What's going on?
Look, it's not really my business to say.
Tara.
She's broke, okay?
Broke?
Her dad got caught stealing money from his company.
What? How did I not hear about this?
I guess he took a plea deal to keep his name out of the press. Look, I'm the only one of Carolyn's friends who knows.
That must have been terrible for Carolyn.
It's just the beginning.
What do you mean?
The IRS seized all their stuff. I mean, she had to drive her lawyer's maid's car because hers got repossessed. Her house is being sold. She has nothing.
I mean, what about the school? It's a small fortune.
Yeah, she can finish out the year because her dad paid in advance, but after that, who knows? She can't get into college without that Wilson money.
That isn't true. She can go to plenty of colleges, good colleges. She'll just need to take out student loans. It's not the end of the world.
It's the end of her world. Look, maybe now you understand why she's so angry.
I do understand. I don't condone her actions.
She's desperate.
I'm sure she is. Desperate people make foolish decisions. And while I feel bad for Carolyn, I'm not about to let her ruin Sophie's life because she feels like her own life is falling apart. Thank you.
Can I help you?
My name is Sophie Ellis.
I know who you are, hon.
I need to talk to you about your daughter. Can I come in, please?
Very well. The bank came for everything yesterday. That's quite the show. Although I guess I should be grateful. This neighborhood's filled with condescending old biddies that don't know how to use a smartphone, or I might have gone viral.
I know all about embarrassing scenes. That's why I'm here. Carolyn is setting me up, I'm sure of it.
Is she? What exactly is she trying to do to you?
She's trying to steal the Wilson Award and do whatever it takes to sabotage me.
Cheaters never prosper, Sophie.
I didn't say what she set me up for.
No? Oh, no, you didn't.
Your arm. You caused the explosion.
It was supposed to do more damage. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sophie, that it's come to this. I really am. But Carolyn's future's at stake.
Call me. I know that you're upset, but getting pretty worried. Where are you? Hey, Emma. It's Grace. Have you heard from Sophie? You did. That's great. No, she hasn't been home and she's not answering her phone. Really? What's her address? Thanks, Emma.
I'm sorry to keep you waiting. Carolyn almost caught me. She's with Tara now, so. Yeah.
You don't have to do this. I won't say anything, I promise. Carolyn can have the scholarship. Just please let me go.
Honey, I can't let you go now. Carolyn's already lost one parent, and she's not going to lose another.
What are you talking about? Why are you doing this?
Carolyn's father's not in Japan. Honey, he's in federal prison, doing 10 years for embezzlement.
I had no idea.
Well, no one does. Now they... So you see, I can't let her lose that scholarship, too. Honey, you'd understand if you were a mother.
My mother would do anything for my happiness. But she would never resort to murder.
I didn't want to have to hurt you. I tried to make things easy.
The burn on your arm. You could have killed Carolyn.
Okay, I was desperate at this point, and, well, Carolyn gave me the idea. Jokingly. But then whenever I knew you sat in front of her in class, I thought maybe I could concoct something to just get you out of the picture. Anyhow, I knew how far the explosion would go after a couple of tries. Oh my gosh, honey, it is so scary, the things you find on the internet.
You tried to run me down.
Twice. I guess I'm as inept a killer as I am a provider, so. Do you know the first time was total impulse? Yeah. I went for takeout, and I found myself parked across from your driveway. I remember dropping Carolyn off there at your 5th birthday party. Seemed like so long ago. And when you came out of the house, I thought fate was telling me something. To kill a kid? No, I was gonna use the car. It's less personal. And have it like an accident. Truly, honey, I hate the thought of taking your life. Frankly, I don't have the stomach for it. And I tried to make it quick. Okay, so I sold some of Brian's things, and the wire cutters were just something no one wanted. It was impulse.
I guess it doesn't matter that Emma got hurt instead.
I admit I was a tad happy. I repaid her for stealing Jack from Carolyn. It was supposed to be over then and there. But like everything that I do, it's an utter failure.
It doesn't sound like you have the heart for murder either.
And I really didn't. I wanted you out of the way. This is for Carolyn. I would do anything for her. No matter what she thinks, I would do anything for her. You know, I thought I'd completely failed when I saw those answers on Mr. Bruno's desk.
You planted the test answers?
It was like a miracle. Okay, so he was in the middle of grading exams right before a conference. And when he wasn't looking, I snapped a couple of photos, printed them, and I'd seen you at your locker with Carolyn. So I knew where I was gonna put them after I made my anonymous tip. Gosh, I wish I'd had that opportunity first. Wouldn't have to go to these drastic measures.
My mom knows I didn't cheat. She'll prove it.
It really doesn't matter now. I'm really sorry, Sophie. You know, motherhood is all about sacrifice. I'd do anything for Carolyn. Now, you and I are gonna go on a little trip. We'll make it quick, I promise. No, you can't do this! No! I don't want to have to knock you out. But I... No!
harder than it has to be.
Get your hands off my daughter! You ruined everything. It's not too late, Paula. You can still make this right. Nothing will ever be right! Carolyn wouldn't want this. You hated my daughter. She has everything. Now she has nothing. She has nothing! I was so scared. Don't worry, baby girl. You're safe. It's over now. They're the happy graduates.
It feels so good.
Your speech was amazing. Thank you so much.
I meant every word. I wouldn't be here without you. On so many levels.
Believe me, I would do it all again in a heartbeat. Wouldn't change a thing. Except maybe the part about you almost getting killed.
Hey, Sophie,
Emma?
it's okay.
Yeah, we're good. Where are you headed?
To stay with my grandparents. Yeah, they have a farm in Tulsa.
I hope you find happiness, Carolyn.
Yes. Okay, I know I should feel bad for her, but I'm honestly having such a hard time. The 2-week suspension that she got for the Living Hell website does not seem like enough punishment to me. I don't know how you can forgive her.
It's easy, Em. She has nothing. I have everything I'll ever need. I always have.
Okay, before the waterworks begin again, let's celebrate. Dinner's on me. I hear Scarlito's is a favorite.
Ooh, I'm starving. I'm gonna start with the shrimp cocktails, but it does feel like a lobster kind of occasion.
Let's get one of everything. We'll try it all.
I like it.
I like them too.